So one thing I want to touch on was Microsoft. This happened like a week or two ago. The news came out. Looks like August, Microsoft will be dropping its cut for people selling on its store from 30%, which is what Steam does, to 12%, which is in line with what Epic does, I believe. So if like I make a game and I sell it on Microsoft Store, they're only taking 12% for using their platform, but
Nice.
Steam's going to take a third of my money at 30%. And I guess Steam's being sued right now as well for basically having an effective monopoly. Um, which,
What?
yeah. Well,
No.
what I think's funny about that is obviously monopolies are a problem, and
But it's
you can
not.
use. Well, okay, I think it is. I think like 70% or 80% of all gamers use Steam mostly.
I do.
Most games get sold on, but my problem with it is like, look, if you can prove shady practices, sure, they should get sued to know not to do that anymore. But it seems like Steam, not only were they the first ones there, but they are the company that has built up a good, like, it's not just a game platform to buy games on. I mean, when I go on Steam, I can look at a game, I can see its reviews, I can see thousands of people's reviews on it written out well. I can look at a community of people, discussion boards on all different topics on that game.
Oh,
I can look at people's screenshots and videos. I can watch people play that game live. I can look at guides right there. I can just click while I'm playing a game, shift tab, click on a guide, look, community made guides. It's like, oh, here's how you do this, boss, or here's how you get, more turnips and yada yada.
You know what's really cool
And
about Valve too? Is
yeah,
that like the way that they hire people, like you do have to be like one of the best people in the field that you're applying for. But once you get into Valve, they treat you like an independent contractor. So like if you think that something would make Steam a better platform, like someone just takes the initiative and it's like,
yeah,
hey Gabe, can I have a couple people help me with this? And Gabe's like, yeah, go do it. Do it.
yeah,
And you know what?
yeah.
I think that you could. I think Steam is as guilty of monopolization as the other platforms are of stealing Steam's IP for platform design. So,
Mhm.
I mean, who's really the victim here?
But it'd be like one thing. I don't think they're stealing their design because the UI on Epic is atrocious. Microsoft Store is still a fucking joke. Like, who cares how much
Yeah, that's true.
little they take? But they don't offer anything. Like Epic, we all join Epic because of the free games. It's dope.
Yes.
They're giving out dope ass games once a week. I fucking love it. And it's very easy. They don't send you email bullshit. So I love that aspect of it. Even if it's China stealing my information, it's worth it for a few games.
Mhm.
Tell you what, you can have it. You could put me in a camp with the Uyghurs for a few video games, China. That's the American way.
That is the
but
American way. God damn it!
yeah. But they don't have anything. You couldn't even put more than one. You couldn't buy more than one game at a time on their store. I still don't know if they have a cart because for months and months they didn't have a shopping cart. A shopping cart. You could buy things online 25 years ago, and they had a shopping cart. You're China. You're like one of the most powerful countries in the entire planet. You're a game company who receives money directly from the Chinese government, or a company that's directly funded by the Chinese government, and you can't figure out a fucking shopping cart? Unbelievable.
Hell, they could hire me.
Unbelievable.
I could put a cart in there. I know enough
Yeah,
about programming to do that.
yeah.
Easy.
I bet you I could look at a YouTube guide and figure out how to program a fucking cart function, like into so I mean these companies are. It's not just that they're behind. Obviously, they don't have the benefit of 15 years of refining and smoothing out, but they don't have to. Like, some of these things aren't protected under like IP. So you could have just copied a lot of what Steam had, but make it your own, switch things up. But the blueprint's already there, and then you can add your own stuff or new ideas or creative takes. But they didn't even do that. They didn't even copy. They didn't even have a fucking shopping cart. Like, I can't get over that. Uh, but no guides, no discussions. The store page is dumb. Like, the reviews are barely there. So
Hmm. That's fair.
okay, so
That's fair.
it's like one thing. If you're a monopoly who's purposely buying out or crushing small businesses or competitors with non-free market uh, like rules, like you're not following the rules and going by the law, and you're like kind of like bending the rules to like push people out of the space, then yeah, you should be held accountable. Like that is a monopoly. But no one's stopping any of these companies from not sucking. Like they're like, oh, it's because Steam is a monopoly. It's like, no, it's because you suck. You know, people want competition because it makes Steam better. Like Steam started to really suck over the last couple of years. They were not like improving the platform very much. They were doing no caretaking of the new games list. So you'd have like 15 fucking shovelware, you know, like Taiwanese fucking, you know, fronts for cocaine on there, you know, money laundering schemes, pushing out like real games like being made. But then once like these other things started popping up, Steam did start fixing some of that. And they've added a few things here and there. So I think competition is good, but you can't say like, oh, this baseball team is a monopoly and they're not letting me play baseball, even though I couldn't beat a high school player. You know, I can't hit as well as like a high school kid can. So it's like at some point it's you too.